Okay, I guess that's fine. Now, what do you have?
This revision
Mm-hmm.
biology thing, chapter 10.
No, show
So,
me all the exercises that you have to do.
this whole thing,
Other than this,
nothing else.
okay. Then you do in this Google Docs, is it?
Mm-hmm. Then I can pass out.
By when?
Today,
Today.
mm.
Okay. Oh, do you know biology is my weakest subject among the three? I initially planned to go on chemistry today. But never mind. Okay, so write what happens to the lungs when the following happens. Breathing in. Chapter 10. Yeah, you open the chapter 10. No, it's given today or when was it given?
He gave it yesterday. So it's
Oh.
like today.
Okay. Yeah. Let me see your syllabus. Plants. Why do we need plants? Stems, diet, food, digestion, circulation, lungs. Okay. Do you know? 33. Do you know what's arthropods?
Don't remember what's astropods.
Something you know not see, right? Invertebrate. You know, right?
Invertebrate is the blank of your spine.
No.
I mean, like
There's vertebrates. Invertebrates are animals without the vertebrates. Okay. What are the main 5 animal kingdoms?
Insect.
No.
Wait, no. Mammals,
Uh-huh.
amphibians.
Yeah.
Mammals, amphibians.
Something that flies, something that swims.
Bird,
Yeah.
then fish.
One more. You have mammals, amphibian,
and,
fish, birds, and what else?
Wait, the underwater one.
No. Okay.
Reptiles.
Yeah, correct. Okay. Okay. If we humans eat food, what do plants eat?
Photosynthesis.
That's their dinner, their breakfast, the name of their breakfast. But what do they eat particularly?
Sunlight.
Okay. What else? Yeah, to carry out photosynthesis, you need sunlight.
They drink water.
Yes. No, to carry out photosynthesis, besides sunlight, there's one very important thing. Something we as humans don't want.
What we don't need.
Something that we don't want, we don't like. But the plants like it when they need to carry out photosynthesis.
Acid.
No.
Wait, plants want what we don't want.
It's a type of gas.
Carbon dioxide.
Yeah, correct. Okay, if for food, for diet, do you know what are the main nutrients that we need?
The nutrients are is vitamins.
Vitamin is one of them. What else?
Iron.
Iron is an example of a particular nutrient we need.
Yeah.
What is iron? What is the category of iron?
The category of ions.
Yeah.
Fiber.
No.
Eh,
Fiber is one type of nutrient we need. So what kind of food has a lot of fiber?
what kind of food? Meat.
No.
Then what?
Exactly the opposite. Meat has very little fiber.
So veggies.
Correct. Vegetables have a lot of fiber. Okay, go back to iron. You said iron. What category is iron?
Iron is definitely meat. Right?
No, iron is mineral. So
Oh,
we need
minerals.
mineral. Okay,
Oh,
we
yeah,
need
minerals.
we need minerals. We need vitamins. We need what did you say just now?
Fiber, iron.
Minerals, vitamins, and fiber. What else? Okay, these are all the not so important one. The main important one. What are they?
The main important one. You don't have photosynthesis, right?
No, we don't care. When you eat food, okay, think about the daily food. Those you eat the most. What are the nutrients inside?
What they contain.
Hmm.
What they contain.
Okay, what did you eat just now today, for example?
What I ate was, I think breakfast. Bombay toast.
Okay, what is inside the toast?
Inside the toast is like a bread and then like those.
Yeah, so what is inside the bread?
What is inside bread?
What nutrients does bread have?
White nutrients, no right? No.
So bread is useless. It doesn't contain any nutrient.
Oh, it doesn't.
You eat. No, I'm
Greens,
asking you.
greens.
I'm asking you. So bread is useless because you can't say that you can't say any nutrient in it. So that means it's a useless food, is it?
I guess so.
Okay, it has a lot of carbohydrates.
Yeah, okay, yeah, but fats.
It has fat. Definitely, if you eat toast, I believe you.
Carbohydrate, yes. Sugar.
Sugar is carbohydrate.
Okay, yeah. Carbon. Well, carbon is nothing.
Okay, what then? Okay, you have mentioned carbohydrate and fats already. Then minerals, vitamins, fiber. One more very important one.
Grains.
Those that eggs and meat have a lot.
Eggs and meat.
Yeah.
Not fiber or iron, right?
No.
Ah.
Start with P.
P. Protein.
Correct.
Protein.
Okay, what is the difference between anaerobic respiration and aerobic respiration?
Anaerobic. I'm not so sure what's anaerobic.
What is nucleus?
Nucleus is the which one for human? I mean, for
No,
animals.
both humans and animals have it.
Nucleus is the main part of the cell.
Okay. The part of the plant cell that absorbs sunlight is what?
Chlorophyll.
Chloroplast.
Oh, chloroplast.
Okay, never mind. So just now your question asked you to explain what happened right inside your lungs when you breathe in, right?
Yeah, air rushes in. And this is the thing.
Anaerobic respiration is when you, for example, your capability is only able to run 10 kilometers. So you keep persisting even after 10 kilometers. You run the 11, the 12 until 20, then you have anaerobic respiration because your body is running out of oxygen.
And off limits.
So because normal respiration, aerobic respiration requires oxygen. So this is a shortcut using by body. It's sort of like a hack that it doesn't use oxygen anymore. But it comes with a cost. Your body will accumulate lactic acid. As a result, the next day your muscle will be extremely painful. If you ever exercise a lot. Breathing in and breathing out. The lymph muscle contracts. Okay, when you breathe in, do you know all the parts inside your lungs?
Inside my lungs, I remember anarchophilus. You know.
What is
Okay,
that?
Ana something, I forgot already.
You mean this right? Alveoli, right? Alveoli.
Alveoli. Diaphragm.
Diaphragm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, your answer is here. When you breathe in, first of all,
First this, then this, then this, then this.
diaphragm contracts. Now, first your lungs expand, that's why the volume increase, then the diaphragm contracts. Two different muscle control. Yeah, this is your answer. Biology is a lot of memorization. Hey, come on, continue the breathing out one.
Oh, breathing out.
Okay, the two different muscles that control the lungs, intercostal muscles and
Yeah,
diaphragm.
that.
We have to give a description for each of the muscle. So intercostal muscle is the bands of muscle between your ribs. No, it is the bands of muscle
Oh,
between your ribs.
bands.
No, diaphragm, we just call it diaphragm, you don't need the muscle. Diaphragm is a thick sheet of muscle separating your heart and lungs from the rest of the organs. A thick sheet of muscle that separates the
Oh,
a thick sheet of muscles tissue of muscle that separates the lungs and the heart from the rest of the organs. To separate the lung and heart from the rest of the organ. Okay, explain how these muscles help a person to breathe. Your exams, is it in this format that whereas you have to write long sentences,
No, I don't
or
think
is it
so.
ABC multiple choices?
Could be ABC. It's like objective and subjective at the same time.
Do you have some sample papers in the past to let me see?
Yeah.
Use 7. Oh, paper 1 is ABC, I suppose. No. Iron nail. Paper 2. Oh no, you don't have ABC at all.
Yeah, no, there are some lah.
Mean and median. Oh no, this is mathematics. Maybe this is ICT. Okay, a lot of fill in the blanks. Oh, Malay, you have Malay as well. I thought international school don't have Malay.
It's not like a international following the Malaysian government.
But you are going to take IGCSE, right, in form 5. Okay, never mind. Okay, explain how this muscle help a person to breathe. Okay, you can say when a person breathes in, okay, the intercostal muscles and the diaphragm contract. Contract. Then comma, okay. This causes his chest to get bigger. It's like that. His chest to get bigger, comma, his ribs move up and out. Ribs move up and out. Move up and out, okay. Closer to chest. This causes his chest to get bigger and his ribs to move up and out, and his diaphragm to flatten. flatten. Okay, full stop. As a result, comma, the air rushes into him through his mouth and his nose. Okay, then you need to say when a person breathes out.
Here.
Continue. When a person breathes out, then something opposite happen. How do you write it?
Everything same, but then this opposite.
Yeah, correct. Can I see your other papers?
Yeah.
ICT, what do you do with ICT? Yeah, everything opposite. The contract become relaxed, the muscles relax, then your chest gets smaller, your ribs move in, and the air flows out. You know how to write, huh?
But his ribs move up and down, right?
Opposite, just now it's moved up and out, now it's moved down and in. Yeah. Okay. Okay, come on. Okay, finish already, huh?
Yeah, name the part of the respiratory.
Okay, in order, so first of all, when air goes in to your body, what is the first part?
Air goes in my body. First part is my windpipe. I breathe.
What is that?
I don't know, something that.
No. Okay, the most obvious one is
Nose.
your nose and mouth.
Uh-huh.
Nose and mouth. Okay. Then comma.
Nose, mouth. So it goes
What
here.
else? Not what windpipe. Look at here. Look at your parts.
Oh.
Yeah, the pipe, correct? The pipe.
Uh,
What does the pipe called?
throat. No, oh, pipe.
No.
Windpipe.
Trachea.
Or trachea.
Okay, after
Then
trachea,
bronchos.
bronchus or bronchi, one is plural, singular is the same. Bronchus or bronchi. Then the baby of bronchus, bronchios. The parts of respiration. Okay, we'll continue. After,
Alveoli.
yeah. And what? Diaphragm. Like for example, the air goes into your nose and mouth, then go into your trachea, go into bronchus, go into bronchi, go into alveoli. It doesn't reach the diaphragm. Your diaphragm it won't touch that.
Yeah,
oxygen
I mean
at all.
like this is a support too.
If you want to mention support, you have to mention diaphragm, lung, and rib cage also.
Diaphragm, lung.
I don't know how does your teacher want it. Maybe you want to say lungs, rib cage, and diaphragm. No, lung is the whole thing. Never mind. Maybe you can put after trachea and bronchus. Okay, after trachea you can put lung there. Lung you put here. Lungs.
Lung.
Then at the end you can put full stop here and say the diaphragm and the rib cage
After alveoli.
support. Yeah. You can put full stop and say the diaphragm and the rib cage are supporting part of the respiratory system. Respiratory system.
Just give me say I drew the toilet.
Yeah. Okay, come on, we still have a lot. Describe the parts mentioned in the previous question. That's a long question, okay? Describe the parts. So you go one by one. The nose and the mouth are. I'm not sure if your teacher likes this kind of point form, or he or she wants you to write in paragraph form.
You just like a short explanation.
Okay, nose and mouth. Describe the parts. How do you describe?
Nose and mouth.
Okay, you just say it's the outermost organ that we use to inhale, inhale. The outermost, not outerly, the outermost.
What's outermost?
OUT out together is a one word, MOST. The outermost organ that we use to inhale,
Or it.
to inhale the air from outside.
So
Okay, trachea, the part that transports air from the nose to the lungs. The part that transports air from the nose to the lungs. I don't think you need to describe lungs. Okay, lungs. The organ.
okay, the organ that produces oxygen. What the one that produces carbon dioxide.
No.
I mean like
Okay. Okay, never mind. The main organ, the main part of the whole, the main organ of the whole respiratory system. I think that is enough. The main organ of the whole respiratory system.
respiratory.
Okay, bronchus. Hi, I think.
Bronchus.
The two branches that carry air to each lungs. The two branches that carry air to each lungs. Never mind, you fix your own grammar later. We don't have time. Okay, go on. Carry on. You know what's wrong, right? The carries.
Yeah.
What's
Why?
wrong?
What's wrong?
What's wrong?
I don't know.
Why does it have a red light underneath? No, because this is a plural branches. That's why you cannot put s.
Ah.
Carry subject verb agreement in English. Never mind. You fix later. Okay, go down next one. Bronchus. After that,
Bronchoils.
bronchioles. Bronchioles basically is a baby of bronchus. But you don't write like that lah.
Okay, can lah. Cause teacher will allow it.
The tiny branches of the tiny sub branches of bronchus.
Okay.
The tiny sub branches, SUB together with the branches, one word, sub branches of the bronchus. Okay, after that, you have alveoli. Uh, alveoli. No, definition here seems strange. Alveoli, cluster of tiny air spaces.
Yeah.
Clusters, cluster of tiny air spaces in the lungs. Okay, after that you have what? Diaphragm, the muscle, underneath the lungs.
Muscle or muscles?
Uh, singular. Diaphragm, only one diaphragm. And what? The rib cage.
Yeah. Rib cage basically it's a
The bones.
protective layer.
Okay, you write your own. Okay, describe the movement of two gases during gaseous exchange in the alveoli.
Describe the gases. The two gases. First is oxygen. Other one is
Wait, okay. You know where is the low banana?
yeah.
Okay, you know where is the diaphragm?
Yeah, here.
Where is the intercostal muscles?
Intercostal muscles is here.
Okay, then okay, you have this diagram, right? These are all the alveoli zooming in. Then these are okay.
Heat signals.
The alveoli, suppose the oxygen is full, is a lot of oxygen inside the alveoli. Okay. Then this is the blood capillary initially. So all the oxygen will move from this alveoli to through diffusion to the blood capillary. So it's just a blood
Transfer.
it's like a wire carrying the blood, you imagine this. Okay, then in return the blood capillary will transfer carbon dioxide back into the alveoli, so it's just a two-way exchange.
So
Oxygen moves.
oxygen and carbon dioxide.
No, they are separate. They are different. Oxygen moves from the alveoli into the blood capillaries. through, you can say through diffusion. Yeah, then carbon dioxide is just the opposite.
Capillary.
Single P, double L.
Carbon acid. Carbon dioxide.
Opposite, just the opposite
Oh.
of everything. It moves from the blood capillaries Okay, what can be said about the blood before and after passing through the lung? So, yeah, before passing the lung, the blood is what?
It has oxygen inside.
No, okay. Okay, imagine your blood. You see, your lung is upper part, right? Most of the blood are most part of the body is from bottom, right? So those blood, right, is it has a lot of oxygen or a lot of carbon dioxide.
Carbon.
Yeah, it's the lack of oxygen. So what's color? What is the color of it?
Red is carbon dioxide and blue is oxygen.
No. In real life, the blood wouldn't be blue unless you are an avatar. Okay. What is the color?
Red lah.
Okay, darker red because it's lacking of oxygen. And whereas after passing through the lung, just how you say, already diffuse, oxygen already diffused into it, it will become red. Yeah.
The blood will be red lah.
Before.
Yeah, before. And
No.
if
Just now I say before passing the lung,
okay.
your blood is okay. Imagine all your blood are consistently being used and circulating in your whole body. You know when your blood's okay, when you breathe in, okay, then your blood goes into your body. For example, now you move your fingers, right?
Yeah.
Your fingers don't move automatically, you know. To move it, right,
Cells.
the cells inside, right, requires energy to move it. Cells are as lazy as you and I. Okay, they don't move it unless they have some supply of energy. For example, if you don't eat, you don't work. Okay, so your finger cell is also the same. Okay, it doesn't move. If you want to move it, okay, it requires energy, and energy comes from the oxygen, the respiration process, aerobic respiration. You see, glucose, oxygen, respiration. So it gives the fingers energy to move. That's why you can move it. Okay, so now all the blood consistently circulating, right? You do a lot of things, right? Even if you don't move at all, right? Consistently, your mind is moving. That's why the blood is also passing your brain. It also requires energy, your brain cell. So after doing all these things, right? Your blood going back to your lung, right? The blood will be what?
The blood is darker lah. I mean,
Yeah, darker. Uh, yeah, darker red. The color will be darker because it's lacking of oxygen. Yeah, and full of carbon dioxide.
it will be darker red because it lacks oxygen.
Yeah, and full of carbon dioxide. And is full of carbon dioxide. Okay, next one. Okay, after
The blood will, opposite lah. The blood will get lighter and have more oxygen. Was diffused.
I don't think it's lighter. It's just fresh red. It's yeah. It's like the very intense red.
Okay.
Okay, define diffusion. Diffusion.
Define diffusion.
Okay, actually diffusion is in chemistry. So diffusion is the movement of particles from a highly concentrated area. You move particles from a high concentration area to a low concentration area. Until an equilibrium EQUI UI LI BR
we are what?
BR RUM. Have you seen this word before? Can you read it? Equilibrium.
Equilibrium.
Okay. Is equal until equilibrium of concentration
Of concentration.
Is achieved. So diffusion can be gas or liquid. It's very simple. Like for example, you have a glass of water and you have this AW. You pour a drop on it. What will happen?
You mix together.
Yeah, it will slowly mix together. So that's a liquid particle. So gas, in this case, is gas. So the particles, remember we have the model, the square, we draw a lot of circles, small circles, they will keep moving randomly. So they will always tend to go from, yeah, they are very naughty boys, okay, they will go from, imagine they are always kept in a place, then now suddenly they have freedom, they will go everywhere. That's why until they disperse throughout the new area. So how do the designs of alveoli and capillaries make diffusion more efficient?
the way of how the particles will flow.
No. The alveoli, the alveoli itself is special. How does it, like the physical property?
It has a special kind of layer.
No, it's
Ah,
okay. First, the walls of alveoli are extremely thin.
oh,
Okay, and second, the inner surface of the alveoli.
second.
No, you have to write second.
Oh,
You say also or besides, the inner surface of the alveoli are covered with a layer of moisture. Covered with a layer of moisture. Wait, the question also asks you the capillaries, I think it's fine. Okay, there's also a third point. The third point is uh, there are also as much as 300 million of alveoli.
capillaries.
No, there are also at least 300 million of
Oh.
alveoli. The third point. And if you write there are, or else your sentence doesn't make sense. And there are at least 300 millions alveoli. Okay. Capillaries. I do not know. Okay. Okay, you can see the capillaries are narrow.
Capillaries are narrow. Oh wait, I thought they are very like, thick.
Thick. No, no, it's like they are narrow, correct? They are narrow.
Oh,
It's like a wire, very narrow wires. The capillaries are narrow and there are a lot of them surrounding the alveoli. There are lots of, okay.
write the composition.
Of oxygen and carbon dioxide in the air that is okay, compass. Oh, I know what does it mean. Muscle ductage. Yeah, only 21%. Okay, he's here. Breathe in, oxygen you have 20, carbon dioxide 0. Breathe out, oxygen probably around 17 or 18, carbon dioxide 4 or 5.
So breathe in oxygen.
Percent.
Mm.
Okay, what is the difference between breathing and respiration? Respiration.
Breathing is where you take in oxygen. Respiration is where you gas exchange and with diffusion.
Yeah, it's sort of correct.
Can I put that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And let me see how does it look like. Are you sure it's fine if you write this kind of point form to your picture? Okay, good.
I write it all the time like this.
Yeah. Uh, okay, nearby you. Okay, respiration. I give you a more proper definition. A process. Wait, respiration. The whole thing erase. Yeah. The process. The process that converts. You know the spell converts?
Yeah.
That converts oxygen into energy for cells and releases carbon dioxide. Breathing, maybe you change a bit the physical action of taking in oxygen. The physical action of the physical action to take I think it's fine to take in oxygen. Yeah, the physical action to take oxygen. The physical action of to take in oxygen. Okay. Define the purpose of respiration. To take in oxygen, to take in oxygen,
To survive.
to take, okay, to provide, yeah, I think to use oxygen to provide energy to cells to function. To use oxygen
Oxygen. To use oxygen
to
to
provide energy
provide energy to cells.
to cells to function.
Cells to action
To function.
or to function. Correct?
Okay. Explain what a spirogram is. Oh, this is very familiar. It's a device, I think. Spirogram.
What's a spirogram?
I can't recall. Uh,
You look behind though. I mean like the workbook also lah. Cause like at the very back there's
this is
many
spirogram.
different
Use a model.
spy.